This episode of Reppin The Stateline podcast with John, George, and Josh is sponsored by The Mortgage Dad. Working with George's team gives you access to an unmatched menu of mortgage programs and over 100 years of combined mortgage experience. Skip the stress, love your mortgage experience, and get home with George. Visit www.homewithgeorge.com. NMLS ID 443967.
In your
What?
It's what you get.
in the
Oh,
words,
please.
yeah, muting us before the show
because
starts.
you wouldn't stop talking.
All right, so we had some dialogue before we started the podcast. My question to you, John, and he'll
Yes.
get into this, is I called him last week and he had to do a little grocery shopping for his family because his wife's sick and she was going out of town.
Yep.
And we made one point while we were talking on the phone, and I just have one question for you. Was there milk in the fridge when you got home to have your bowl of cereal?
There was.
There was.
There was actually 2 gallons of milk there, so I'm glad I didn't buy a third.
No, I thought we discussed buying like a little pint.
No, I wasn't going to do that. That's a waste of money. You buy. I mean, it's almost the same for the pint as it is. And
For the half gallon?
when did groceries get so damn expensive?
Where have you lived the last year?
Well, I don't do the grocery shopping. I have the fortunateness of my wife takes care of that part of it.
Fortunateness.
Yes.
I went grocery shopping on Sunday too.
But like I went, she sent me a list, which was awesome. She sent me pictures of the items that she wanted.
Yes, so you don't get the wrong item.
All right, here we go. How much was your grocery bill?
I bought like 20 things. It was $135.
$135. I was at $226. We had a bet, and I came with my daughter.
No,
I guessed $216, and she said $275. I said, "Oh, this is easy." I was close.
My wife does the grocery shopping, and on her way back from Displays on Sunday, she ordered them on her phone, and I told her what meals I wanted for the week. Obviously, because I'm on a diet, so she kind of caters to what I want to eat. And when we got home, they were sitting on my front porch.
Walmart Plus.
Oh, Walmart Plus is the greatest thing ever.
But I was a bad boy though,
Why?
because I'm going through the grocery store and I see
Chocolate.
Pepperidge Farm Sausalito cookies. Remember the Sausalitos?
You ate the whole package in one sitting, didn't you?
not in one sitting, but it was in one evening. It was
It's
like,
all
It was
gone.
like a, it was
That's
a cookie
one.
at a time.
That's one sitting.
It was
you
one.
Pulled
It was
out
in
of,
one day.
You pulled it out of the pantry, and it never made its way back.
No,
into
no.
the
It made it
pantry.
back to the pantry multiple times.
It made it itself from the pantry to the living room to the trash can. All
So
right.
it was just horrible. And like, it just kills me because I remember, I don't mind. I mean, they're good quality. I love the Sausalitos, chunky chocolate, macadamia nuts, right? The cookies used to be twice as big. I mean, these things are now tiny. There's still only 8 cookies in the package. Now I know why I don't get them anymore.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, so I got home, put all the groceries away, made a sandwich. You know,
Whoa! You told me you were gonna eat a bowl of cereal.
I didn't have a bowl of cereal.
You
then.
said, "Oh, all I'm doing is craving is a bowl of cereal when I
Right.
get home."
I wound up, I stopped at the deli. I got some roast beef. Got some
You
Swiss
paid an arm and
cheese.
a leg for that, didn't you? Put a little salt on that.
Well, I make it on rye bread. I get rare. I want it always cut fresh at the deli because they have the rare roast beef there. If you ever get the pre-sliced, it's always well done. Don't like that. On rye bread, mayo, salt and pepper, Swiss cheese, 2 slices of tomato, couple of dill pickles on the side, couple of chips.
Guess what I had for lunch?
You gonna
Right before
rival
you came.
Subway here or what?
Huh?
You gonna rival Subway
Hey,
here?
my sandwiches are awesome, man.
Man,
But then I had a cookie
love
for
my
dessert.
son.
I had one.
That's one of
And
my
then an
favorite
hour later,
things.
I had another one. And then that night, I had 2 more.
That's my downfall. Ready? So obviously I'm on this diet. It's Oreo cookies, and I give myself one a day. So I gotta pick when I want it, and it's usually right before I go to bed. It's so good.
They are so good.
We get the mega stuffed ones too.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no way you could ever go back to a normal Oreo cookie after getting the mega stuffed.
I like the double stuffed, personally.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's the right amount of stuffing.
What's Monica like?
That's why we only have double stuffed. We always get double stuffed. in
My
the
wife
house.
only gets mega stuffed, so. I couldn't do it without laughing. I'm sorry.
Because George is like being serious, and Josh is just like baiting him on, like trying to make this into a sexual innuendo.
You got it.
Oh my goodness!
It's the truth, though. She only buys the mega stuffed Oreos. It's what my kids eat.
No, I get that, and I'm not like I like the pepperidge farm sauce. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm not really a cookie guy. I don't want Oreos. I don't do that stuff. But if you had like Snickers bars or Twix bars in the house,
Ooh,
that's it.
That's me with not Three Musketeers, Milky Ways.
See, I don't like Milky Way.
I love a good Milky Way.
You guys are funny.
What's funny?
You guys.
What'd you have for lunch today? Because
Yeah, what did you have for lunch today
Now
before
that
we
we
got
cut-
here? Since
did you have Road Dog?
No, I had
no,
sandwich.
Road Dog's Thursday morning.
My favorite
What happens if I
is-
just meet you at Road
My
Dog?
favorite is 2 slices of bread.
Okay,
With,
Not 3?
because 3 slices is too much, but 1 slice just isn't enough.
Well, sometimes open-faced sandwiches are better for you, but
You know,
I went with 2.
If you take 1 slice of bread, fold it around the meat, it becomes a taco.
No, it's a
I do that
sandwich.
with PB&J's.
That's what a hot
One
dog
slice
is.
of bread, peanut butter, jelly, fold it in half.
That's
So I'll-
proof that a hot dog is a sandwich.
I will
because
take 1
that's
slice.
still a
I'll
sandwich.
take 1 slice of bread, put like brown mustard on it, some ham, Swiss cheese, fold it, and just go. If I want, like,
I
just a
mean,
little
I am
snack.
Mexican. I did grow up eating hot dogs on white bread.
Oh, I
Yes.
love that. You
Well,
cut
who
them in
didn't?
half.
It's
Cut
not a
'em in
Mexican
half
thing.
and
That's
make
just a
'em
poor
flat.
thing.
Oh, that's a poor thing.
That's a poor thing. We grew up poor. I mean, it was.
How do you tell me how you grew up poor?
Grab your
hot dog and
hot
one slice of bread.
Grab
Yeah,
your
but
grab
do
your
you-
grab your snowshoes too. The bread, the Wonder Bread.
Do you-
friggin' thing, put
do
them over
you-
your shoes to go out in the snow?
Do you cut your hot dog in half so it lays flat on the bread?
No,
I do.
You take the bread and you put the hot dog like on an angle and you fold it up,
And then you just take the ketchup and just go.
and you think the ketchup right down the middle. Yeah.
See, I do it where I cut it in half and then I put 2 of them and then you make it a sandwich. And you can get 2 hot dogs in one. It's great.
Double stuffed.
Double stuffed, baby. That's right. Double stuffed hot dogs.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
see,
I'm going to Tom and Jerry's after this. Now.
See,
I'm
I
gonna go
get
some food.
I get the Pittons hot dogs, the extra large ones, with 1 bun.
With 1? Oh, that's unfortunate. What happened to the other one? Oh, we're off the sexual innuendos now. Got it. John Kruk. I'm gonna start calling you John Kruk. The extra long with 1 bun. All right. So, anyways, the 2 slices of bread,
All right.
mustard and mayo
Okay.
on both sides.
I
don't like it.
Okay,
Is it a yellow mustard or
Yes.
is it a spicy
Yellow
mustard or Dijon mustard?
Yellow mustard.
Okay, all right. Is it
Mayo.
Miracle Whip or is it
Mayo.
mayonnaise
Is it
Mayo.
Hellman?
Like
Hellman's?
Hellman's?
Yes.
or Kraft?
Or Kraft?
No, Hellman's.
Okay, I
Absolute.
accept that.
All right.
Absolute.
Because for me, it has to be Hellman's or
Yes.
it's nothing.
And then
Yep.
we do turkey
Okay.
and pepper jack cheese.
Okay.
And then pickles on the side. My pickles.
Okay.
Greatest lunch. That's my favorite lunch.
Mm.
The only thing that makes it better is when my mom picks up the deli meat from Chicago, the Ukrainian deli. Then it's like special lunches.
I hear you.
But that was what I had for lunch the last couple
What's
days.
the difference between Walmart brand and Ukrainian brand?
I don't know. They don't carry it at Walmart.
I will
it's just
tell
a
you-
more unique. It's a Eastern European deli kind of meats that they do. Kind of like they don't have the kibasas and stuff that you get there.
Like you could get Polish sausage at the grocery store, but it's not the same as going to like I say a Polish deli because we always went
Yeah,
to the
same
went to the
European deli.
Went to
Yeah.
the Polish deli in Brooklyn all the time. You get the fresh kielbasa, you get the smoked kielbasa,
Mm-hmm.
thick kielbasa, skinny kielbasa. It's like just all the different meat they do. There's all this
Man,
shit.
and
hanging.
if we're really getting technical, the best sandwich is when you do all that. Is you got the mustard mayo and the liver sausage.
Hey, did you know
Yeah.
that we're on the kick of hot dogs and sausages, right?
Yeah.
That Travis Kelce does not eat anything in tubular form.
Really?
Yeah, they talked about it on the New Heights podcast. Jason Kelce loves a good sausage.
He doesn't
Travis?
eat tubular. Why?
He will not eat tubular things.
Why?
You only eat tacos?
What is he afraid?
That's
Does he have some kind of a
Dude, you
phobia?
you could pull it up on,
maybe
on New Heights.
Hey, why don't you reach out and see if he wants to come on
you
next
should,
week's
you
episode?
should Google it. and
See if we can
put
get
it-
him call in.
Come on, come in. We'll pick the best sausage in Chicago.
Yeah, he talks about it on New
Lord.
Heights, how he will not eat anything in tubular form.
Interesting.
Nothing.
And Jason asks, "Is it the casing?" He goes, "Is that what you call that thing around it? Casing?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Nope, won't do it."
So he gets like ground sausage to make breakfast. He does sausage patties. He won't do breakfast
Yeah, he'll
sausage.
do a sausage patty. I think he said. That's fun.
That's horrible.
No, we don't need to. We don't need.
Yeah,
I believe you.
Yeah,
I believe you.
we don't need
It's
to play other people's podcasts.
Yeah,
on
this is our podcast. Okay. And yes, we are a podcast. So we're not going around town saying, "Oh, we're not a podcast."
Ooh, shots fired.
That's funny.
I don't know. All I know is I feel a little awkward being here in the middle.
That's what she said.
Anyways, if you guys noticed, we
What?
are starting
Notice what?
a new segment, I would say. Not in our podcast, but when we
It's
go
not
into...
really starting. You're just actually paying attention now and doing it.
Yeah, that is true. But we're going
Giving
to...
more attention to.
We're going to start recording more shorts and TikToks at local businesses to start really giving them the publicity that they need or want. And hopefully it brings you listeners and followers new ideas and places to go to. I actually had, I sent one out to of my barber, and I have like a couple people asking for her contact information to set up appointments. And then I actually had somebody reach out to me wanting to go to Wired Cafe because of my post last week and grab coffee and talk about business.
They
and
do good food.
And I have confirmed that he does work there.
You talked to him?
Mm-hmm. He's helping them with the kitchen part.
They do have good food there.
I don't think he's
I've
like
had
an official
breakfast.
employee. I think he's just consulting and
I've had
helping.
breakfast sandwiches there.
Yeah.
Because he's really good at the whole restaurant gig. So.
100%. 100%. So, yeah. So, two businesses that I highlighted last week are now getting some good PR because of the little TikTok I made.
Well, I will say I would love to see how about you, the Reppin the Stateline listeners, going into your favorite places, taking a 30-second video, saying your name, and I'm repping I'm Joe Smith and I'm repping the Stateline at, and then send that to us.
Who's Joe?
Email us. Just making shit up,
Oh,
dude. Pay attention.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
But that's what I would love to see. I would love to see that kind of interaction. And then we could take those clips and put them on our TikTok
Yeah. That'd be cool.
and allow you, the listener, to rep the state line.
Let's do it. Send him in. Shoot him.
So we have that Gmail account for repping the state line. What is that, George?
Reppin the Stateline at gmail.com.
All right. So you could email those clips to there.
Yeah. We'll put it in
as we get them,
we'll put it in the
them up.
notes. Yeah, we'll put it in the notes, the email. For sure.
So I'm just saying, I mean, like as we're doing it, which I was very bad. I forgot to do it on Saturday.
I was sick.
But I do want to give a shout
So
out.
I didn't go anywhere.
No, you could have made a TikTok from your couch.
You could have.
No.
You're
That would've been funny.
repping the state line, my couch.
I'm
my
repping the couch.
Repping
Yeah.
the couch. Repping
So
the couch.
kind of catch up
repping the
everybody
couch.
up. Last week, as you all heard, I was starting to feel like I was getting sick. Well, yeah, turned into acute bronchitis again.
Again.
Second time I've had that in the last 6 months.
Which I don't know how you keep getting sick. You know what it is?
Traveling.
Because you sit first class. You always fly first class. You like the first seat, first row. And every one of those sick people walking by you for like the 20 minutes it takes them to get on the plane. What you need to do is stay out to the side, let them all get on the plane, and be the last one to walk on. Because then you're the last one on, the first
That's
one
a-
off. You have the least amount of time.
Yeah, but then you can't. But I like getting served while all the rest of the people are walking on the plane.
You want to prove a point that you're in first class and you
Yeah,
have
no,
a
no.
cocktail before
I
everyone else
like
sits
to
down.
have
they don't
a
even give us the
pre-flight-
cocktail until then.
Pre-flight cocktail. I love those. That's half the fun of first class.
I've never flown first class.
Well, let's go. Where you want to go? Telling you, come to Vegas.
I can't.
End of May.
All right.
I can't.
Vegas.
Calling sick.
I can't.
Just go.
Vegas is couples trips. Book couples trips to Vegas. We'll go. We're not doing solo trips with you to Vegas. I've heard the stories. I'm not going to Vegas unsupervised.
I don't think my wife would allow me to be unsupervised in Vegas by myself.
It's fine.
I mean,
guys
she'll
are-
let you go to Dubuque. That's about it.
It's fine.
And that's bad enough.
It's fine.
Yeah, we heard.
No, you're fine.
So,
Anyways,
how was the birthday boy?
yeah. How was your birthday?
It was good.
Because I didn't get the text on Saturday. I called, went right to voicemail. I felt very bad.
I did not have my phone Saturday night at all.
All right, because I was waiting to find out where you were.
Yep.
I told you I'd come meet you when I got back to town.
Yeah,
Instead-
I did not have my phone on me at all. Saturday. So Friday night, we had a date night. It was awesome. We celebrated the Shamrock Shuffle, which is a fundraiser for my son's school, St. Bridget's, and my daughter's school. So a group of us parents got together, went to dinner first, went to my favorite restaurant, Fiesta Cancun.
Ooh.
Had a great meal, a couple
Which
margs.
Fiesta Cancun?
Oh,
did
on
you go to?
Riverside. The only true one. The
No,
OG. No, the
'cause
OG.
The Fiesta, the first Fiesta Cancun
No,
was in Roscoe.
no, it wasn't. It was Riverside. No, it wasn't.
East or West Riverside?
East Riverside. They don't have one on West Riverside.
Really?
Yeah. But I can guarantee you, Fiesta Cancun on Riverside was the first one in town, period. Secondly, so we had that. I had some chicken fajitas and some margs. Then we went over to the Lombardi Club and got our shuffle on. And I tell you what, I gotta remember the band's name. Oh, the guy's hat said DP. I think it was Dance Pop. But it was like 4 people, all in different colored jumpsuits, like sweat jumpsuits, and they were popping. They played every dance song you could possibly think of. Everybody was dancing.
Was it a band or was it DJ?
Oh, band.
Oh.
Full band. Guitars, drums, singers, the whole nine. Played dance songs. It was awesome. Had a blast. Drank entirely too much. It's so funny. You guys are going to giggle at this. Saturday morning, 9 a.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
I woke up in the basement in my skibbies. Have no clue how I got there. My wife goes, yeah, in the middle of the night, you just go, I'm going to puke. I'm going downstairs. And then you never came back.
That sounds like my weekend. I went to bed. Finally, I was having such a coughing fit. I went to bed at finally fell asleep about 1. And I woke up at 2:15. Couldn't stop coughing. And I didn't want to wake everybody up. So came down here and tried to sleep on the couch. It was not fun. I never came back. Twice this weekend I had to sleep on the couch because I couldn't stop coughing. It was a rough weekend.
Well, Saturday, I did not sleep on the couch. Got up, had some coffee, some electrolytes, to try to get myself back in action. Went for a walk. We had baseball practice.
Liquid
Saturday.
IV. Liquid IV.
just
I don't like how thick it is.
I've never tried one.
do the powder.
Yeah, it's too thick. The thickness gets me. I can't do it. I drink amino acids, which is pretty much straight electrolytes. And so I did that. We had baseball practice. I came home. I took a nap on a chair. And then we went to Victory Pickleball.
Yeah, how was that?
Oh, I love that place.
Is that what it's called now? It's not called Victory Sports Complex anymore. It's called Victory Pickleball.
Pretty positive. It's Victory
Where's that
Pickleball.
at?
Couldn't find it when I tried tagging them last week.
It's on Alpine, right next to Sunrise.
Okay, I know Alpine. And I know
Next-
Right over
Sunrise.
the bridge.
Across from Nikki. He's a good boy.
Nikki, good boy.
Windsor Auto Sales.
Alpine and Windsor.
Alpine and Windsor.
Okay.
So you got Windsor Auto Sales. Nikki, he's a good boy. I'll tell you a story about Nikki later. Then across the street is Sunrise.
Yep. And next
And
to
then
it's
right
Victory.
next to that's Victory.
But they have
Got
a
it.
restaurant there and a tap wall. It's the only self-serve tap wall in Northern Illinois. Great place. I love them. The staff is incredible. Bill over at Victory accommodates everybody. He's the general manager.
Is that the place to go for pickleball? I know my
Yeah.
brother-in-law
Yep.
plays a lot. He
Oh,
plays
yeah.
like almost every day. So
I
that's
play,
the place.
I play a lot. And
Kyle plays pickleball every day.
pretty much.
me and
Doesn't
Garrett
he work?
If you call it that. No, yeah, he does. He
me,
does.
me
but
and
he goes-
Garrett are a doubles team together, and we demolished everybody. I think we might have won 15 games in a row. So,
It's because you're skinny now.
yeah.
Got a little.
He
pep in your
finesses the
step.
ball. I'm all power.
That's what she said.
Yep. And so we, so I probably had north of 40 people that came.
It's too bad you drank too much Friday night because could have shown some of that all power. Instead, you slept in your in the basement.
Machonis.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be like the title of this episode, Sexual Innuendos.
Anyways,
Yes.
so we did that. Came home, obviously, and we had kids invited to my shindig. So everyone brought their kids. So we had courts of kids playing. We had courts of adults playing. Everyone ate. Everyone drank. Everyone had a great time.
Did you do a tournament, kids versus adults, and just
No, the kids.
smoke 'em?
The kids did their own little tournament, which was kind of cool. And then we played kind of just king of the court, and me and Garrett just never lost. So we got home. Kids went to bed. With the time change on Sunday morning, it really messes up kids, especially little ones. They don't understand
Messes up big kids too.
You know what I mean? And so
I hate
Unless you're George.
Sunday, we had an amazing event for Camp Sheila. Absolutely amazing event. And I kind of spearheaded this event. It kind of my idea, and we ran with it because we try to do quarterly events for all the families, right? Our great friend, all of us, Jenny Sarabia Jones, donated family photos for all the camp families that wanted to come. So we went into Des Plaines. Jenny and Linda set up all their stuff, and they took family and individual photos of all the campers and their families professionally, got them printed at Walgreens across the street, and they were able to take these photos home with them. And we had a couple families say this is the first time we've ever had family photos of all of us.
God bless.
So I thought that was
awesome.
we catered in a really nice lunch. We bought these picture frames, and all the kids and family members got to decorate their own picture frame how they want. We had paint markers, we had stickers, we had, you name it, gems, you name it to decorate, we had it. So for a couple hours, they got to relax, not worry about life, have a really, really good meal, and make some lasting memories taking pictures of them and their family. So super exciting stuff. It's just some of the things that we offer to these families. We try to give them things that, they don't normally get.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
spectacular.
So
That was a genius idea.
we thank you, Jenny and
thanks.
Linda, so much.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart, I couldn't.
I miss Jenny. I haven't seen her much because we don't do our regular meetings anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my Sunday. And then we came home and just relaxed. And we, yesterday we had our first baseball game of the season.
Did you win?
Yeah, we beat Rockford Christian 6-5, baby.
Well, shut up.
Just had to throw that in there.
Okay, so this weekend.
I found out that the entire baseball team listens to Reppin The Stateline.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So shout out Boylan Baseball. If you can tell me this man right here in the middle, what his full name is, because we've said it plenty of times on here, you will get out of running at practice.
Well, it's going to air Friday. So when would the next practice be?
Monday.
Saturday.
Do you think you need to give him a few days? You have
Next
to
week.
tell-
I'll just say it next week. You got it running next week.
Got it. There you go.
I do have a bet with one of the kids on the team that if he, from yesterday until playoffs, if he could go that whole time without getting more than 5 demerits, I will shave my face and leave the mustache.
No.
If he gets more than 5 demerits, I get to shave the mop on top of his head on a 1 on our podcast.
All right. Well, I hope you lose that one. I mean, I hope you win that one because I don't think you should shave your
I
beard.
think it'd be funny.
To see him with just a mustache.
Yeah, he'd be like Pedro the pedo.
No, you know who I look like? You know. I remember. You remember this? I look like Mario.
I know. It's the Mario.
Hey,
To Mario.
Yeah. So this weekend.
Well, you sat on the couch because you were.
Well,
sick.
no, but
Yeah,
it
you
was
really
a
don't have
huge
nothing.
weekend.
You don't really have nothing.
You don't
to
have
report.
anything to report.
My kids. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
My kids, man, they killed it. I'm very proud of them.
So,
first-
John, how were your kids this weekend? I'm just kidding. Yes,
First-
your kids had a huge weekend.
First, Lily. Lily had a band contest, Rockford Christian. They performed on Saturday morning at Harlem, and they got a perfect score first time. They won the competition, and now are going to state for the first time.
Well, it's obvious they play instruments better than baseball.
Yeah, because they're not very good at baseball.
I'm proud of that kid because the amount of growth from when she first picked up a trumpet to where she's at now is incredible, and she's going to state. Super excited. April 27th.
So you got like a,
Where's state
like a
at?
young
we
Miles
don't
Davis
know
run in
yet.
there?
I don't know. We don't know yet where it's at, but we're all going. April 27th. And then Emma
But wait,
performed.
April 27th. Aren't you supposed to be in like Nashville or
Nope.
Vegas or?
I'm going to be in Chicago the 25th to the 26th, but 27th is now booked. But my daughter was in the play, the studio's play, Beauty and the Beast. That show was unreal. Like,
What's her part?
she was in the one that I went to, a fork. So,
Oh, a fork?
yes. So,
you know the
there's
scene when all the silverware starts dancing?
correct.
I saw a video from the Proud Grandpa. He posted on Facebook.
Yeah,
And
he
it
wasn't supposed to record.
Yeah, well, he did it anyway. I
Yeah,
mean,
he did
I
it
mean,
anyways.
your dad, Dan, he's a rebel.
He doesn't care about rules.
I don't care about this. My granddaughter
Yeah.
up there. I'm recording it. So there's copyright infringement all over Facebook right now.
So she was a fork.
She was a fork. She had 4 songs in the finale,
Wow.
and she was spectacular. I mean, the show was unreal. Like for kids, I think it's 8 to high school, like starting at 8 years old. The play like rivaled. I mean, the lead singer was phenomenal. Bell was incredible. Lumiere was incredible with his accent and the way he played his part and the flirting with I forget who his girlfriend is in the movie. But it was a spectacular, absolute spectacular production. Hands off to the studio. And if you have kids that want to get into theater, studio's the best, in my opinion, anywhere. Like I know there's 2 or 3 companies. Studio does it right. It was spectacular.
That's the name of the place. It's called Studio.
So she
where is
was
it,
the
Rockford
fork
here?
all weekend.
Mm-hmm. So they had a show on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. And it's 2 weekends in a row.
Does she do both weekends?
No, she was just weekend 2 because we were in Nashville. So she opted for just to do one of the weekends when we were able to go. And my wife was there for all the shows and volunteering with concessions and whatnot. But it was, it's the studio. Do you know where Cherryvale is?
Yep.
And you it's on the outskirts of Cherryvale. They have like a gym. And then next to the gym, it's like one of those strip malls that's you're driving around the mall.
Yep.
Like a strip mall over there. I think there's
Where was the play at?
the play was at Rockford University in the theater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's it's a gorgeous theater. The production was A plus, had intermission and everything. It was a solid 2-hour show. And the talent was unreal. And the 3 of the 4 leads or 3 of the 5 main characters were from Rockford Christian. And it was really funny because that morning, Rockford, they run track on Saturday. They had a tournament and they set a school record. And then they performed 2 performances. So props to Rockford Christian. They had a hell of a weekend, except against you, apparently, against baseball.
It's okay.
So you trumped the Rockford.
No, but that's awesome for your daughter.
Yeah, it was
It's really,
spectacular.
really cool when you you find something that you love and want to do.
And I asked her afterwards, I was like, so what did you think? Are you glad it's over, or do you wish that you could do this again next weekend? And she's like, no, I wish I could keep doing this. I was like, well, you definitely found something you love, because after 4 performances in 3 days, I'd be kind of tired and be like, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, no, I love it. And she's doesn't have any major roles yet. So I'm excited to see where she grows from here.
And how old is she?
8. Or I'm sorry, 9. She started when she was 8. So this is her 3rd performance. And there's the next one they're doing is Lion King, but it's in the summer and we won't be here for it. So we're waiting to hear what's in the fall. That'll be the next one that she does, fall and spring. But yeah, between both kids, I'm very proud. Proud dad this weekend between making state and successful performances. And she got to hand it to me. They were there Saturday from noon till 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 2 straight performances, and you got to be there in between and keep loose, practice, and all that stuff. In costume, in makeup. It's good stuff.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. What about you?
It was a boring weekend for me. So Denise had state for her gymnastics team, which the girls did amazing. A bunch qualified to go to regionals. So they're off to regionals now in a few weeks. The second half of her team has state the first weekend in April, and then regionals is the end of April. So I can't wait till May, because then we'll be
You
back
get to date your wife again?
we get to go out on dates again. Yeah, because and she's been sick. Like, she was coming down and she came back and she's just been dying ever since. So it's just, it's like a George thing going on. But, I worked, got a new listing, went out to Bolingbrook, got a new listing I'll be seeing Jenny on Wednesday of next week because we will be filming the house. And I can't wait to show you guys this place. It is an amazing ranch. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Could be coming to the market very competitively for Bolingbrook at $445.
Wow.
And it's on a pond.
It's on a pond.
It's on a pond. I mean,
Can you
just
wade
really
in
cool.
the pond?
I don't
Are there
think
fish
you
in the
want to.
pond?
There are fish in the pond and a lot of geese.
So it's a big pond.
It's a very big pond.
Is it man-made?
Yeah, it's part of the subdivision. Like,
Nice.
a lot of subdivisions,
Yeah.
they'll build water features, stuff like that. So it got that going on. Then I spent Sunday showing houses to another client of mine, and we wrote an offer on one and found out Monday morning we got accepted. And everybody is super eager to get this done. We're closing in like 3 weeks. So it's like,
Awesome.
I don't know how we're going to do this in 3 weeks, but we're getting it done in
Cash
3
deal?
weeks. No, it's FHA.
Good luck.
Yeah, no, the blender she's working with on that one got it taken care of. So I know we're already good. But I will say, though, I'll give a shout out. Saturday morning, I did on Bridge Street in the building that I wanted. Somebody bought it a few months back. Well, a new place opened up called Kaya. I'm thinking it's Kaya. It's Caya. So I'm thinking Kaya.
Oh, scene. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, go ahead.
We're done with him. So it's Kaya Massage and Wellness Center. I think it's Kaya, I'm not sure. But I actually went there and got a massage. And yeah.
Is that the new lady that you referred to?
What did
happened?
you do?
Am I not? Hello?
Hello? Hello? You're plugged in.
Hello? You muted me.
You didn't see that?
No.
Big red button in front of George. I muted him. He didn't realize it.
Oh, Lord.
He didn't see.
He didn't see that I
I
muted
didn't
him.
seen that you muted me. There you go.
So, but no, went there and I mean, real nice setup, real nice place. Had somebody I used to go see once in a while and they moved to the Dominican Republic and I hadn't really found somebody. So I said, let me try it. They got a nice setup. You could book everything online. And I mean, my back feels good. So, I mean, it helps.
So have you emailed this guy yet from Scene? Speaking of Scene?
I have not emailed him.
Ask
yet.
him if he wants to sponsor our podcast. I mean, we talk about him every week, so
Well, you talk
That's a
about
fact.
him every week.
that's a fact, Jack.
You guys,
You think Road Dog would sponsor us too?
you guys talk about him every week, but I can't help if I look this good with their clothes. So it's like
It's shameless plug.
shameless plug. Well, you know what? Who knows? Maybe they will sponsor something. Maybe they won't. I don't care. But just that's what I had going on. It was nothing major. I spent a lot of time just prepping for my new countertop to come and a few things like that. And just, we're getting into spring. I'm just loving the weather. I'm loving, Josh was supposed to call me so I'd come meet him for his birthday, but he never told me where they were after a victory.
We stayed at Victory the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I
We
didn't want
spent-
to just
we
go
Is
spent-
there.
Victory? Is there like a bar there too?
Yeah. The
I just can't visualize this place.
full restaurant.
I know
full
where
bar.
it's at, but I
It's
don't know.
I just said it on the air. It's
I
the
know,
only
I can't-
self-service tap.
So Josh,
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
thinking we need
I-
to do.
I need to go. I need to go visit that place.
I think we need to do a podcast from there.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Maybe-
could- I
maybe
could get
for-
Bill.
We have
Second half
we
of
have
the
spring.
season.
We have spring breaks coming up.
I could
soon.
I could have Bill be a guest, and we could hook up everything there at Victory.
Let's
I think
do
we
it.
should do it.
Yeah, and we could talk about their pickleball.
Because
I want to see that place.
believe we record one more week and then that's it.
Yeah, this is week 7. So we got
Yeah.
one more after this,
And then we're
we'll
on
set 'em
spring
up for-
break for like 4 weeks.
Let's set up a on location for Victory for part 2 of season
That's easy.
we're in 6, right?
We're in season 5.
5. Time's flying.
Time flies. So, but that's all I had going on, and then just that.
On a totally different note,
Yes.
have you free agency opened up
Oh yes, it did.
in the NFL?
Are we going to be talking about?
Yeah, we have Swifties now.
I mean,
Bears.
I don't know, man. The Packers got Josh Jacobs.
Oh, the best. Did you
Did
see?
you see who went to the Vikings?
Yes, the Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones with the
The
Vikings.
best was all the Packer fans for about 30 minutes talked all the smack that, we've got the best running back duo in the league, and then Aaron Jones got released, and that was hysterical.
Barkley
Saquon
went to the Eagles.
Yeah, he's dead to Barber. Did you see that?
Kirk Cousins went to the Falcons.
Okay, that deal was stupid.
He got
180 million.
100 guaranteed. Yeah, 100 guaranteed.
For a 30, what is he, 34?
100 guaranteed.
That's insane.
4 years.
Atlanta's they're going to live to regret that deal. And he's coming off a serious injury too.
Yep.
Torn Achilles. Good luck.
And then the Steelers signed.
Hey Steelers, let's ride. Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, that's what it was. Yeah. I couldn't think of the name. Yep, Russell Wilson. Those are the two places, Atlanta and Pittsburgh, that rumors that Fields was going to.
And then the truth came out late yesterday that Bears haven't shopped Fields yet. Haven't even got to that part where they're decided that they are moving on from Fields. That
I
it was
also saw
all
that the Bears
smoke.
were almost in cahoots to get Barkley.
They were after Barkley and they were after Swift, but Swift ended up meeting their price. Bears are doing smart, man. He's younger by 2 years. Swift, also coming off of a 1,000-yard season. I think Barkley's better, but is he $4 million a year better?
And I
You
see,
need
I
that.
see you're happy that you will be staying Chicago Bears, that the new facility will be built in Chicago.
I'm not convinced. That's what they're publicly saying, but nothing's been until they
Or
dig
they
a
just,
hole.
or they just
I think they're
saying all
just-
of this to try and get Arlington Heights to still
Correct.
do that,
I think that it's just a part of the plan.
because it would make sense. And this is just me from construction development background. It would make sense for the city, for the state, to pull the Sox, pull the Bears, build a multi-purpose facility, move soccer into Soldier Field because they're going to keep the original Soldier. They spend so much money on that, they're not going to knock it down.
But I just saw a thing that they were talking about putting a dome and everything over Soldier Field and connecting it into McCormick Place.
Mm-mm. What they were discussing is building a new dome stadium south of the current Soldier Field. And then once it's done, they would obviously turn that into parking and whatever parks. But I don't think it's happening because here they brought in Kevin Warren to be who successfully built a hell of a stadium for Minnesota. That's what he did before he went to the Big Ten. Then he came to the Bears to solve this situation. And the biggest complaints are it's hard to get to the stadium. There's no parking, and it doesn't hold a lot of people. It's a smaller stadium, and it doesn't
It's the
have,
smallest stadium.
and it doesn't have a dome. And so,
Right. But it's also
and it's owned by the city.
and it's also one of the last two original stadiums that are not sponsored name
Soldier Field.
Soldier Field
it's
and
also-
Lambeau are the only two.
It's also owned by the city, and that's a major problem in today's NFL. Most teams own their own stadiums, and so you bring this guy in, you buy Arlington Racetrack, you demolish it, and you can build an entire.
I miss Arlington Racetrack because that's where you and I met.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a
100%.
degenerate gambler. I met him at Arlington Racetrack. We were drinking whiskey and betting on horses.
yeah, that's where we met the first time. But you can build a whole Bears city there, own it all,
Own it all. Have a
dome,
stadium.
have-
Have a dome. Have hotels.
plenty of parking,
convention center.
not congested. And
Restaurants.
so what did they come out and say yesterday? That we're just going to build another dome stadium. It's still going to be downtown Chicago. Doesn't solve any of the logistical issues, and it's going to be publicly owned.
Is it going to be closer to our
That's
hotel?
not why they brought him in. Yeah, it'll be a little bit closer.
So I don't have to walk like 30 miles to go to the stadium.
But I'm not buying it. I think that it's just a leverage play to see if Arlington Heights will fully cave. Until they sign on the dotted line, and you start seeing a shovel in the ground, I'm not buying.
I'm just saying and this is my personal opinion, but the stupidity of Arlington Heights, of the mayor, the city trustees.
Do whatever it takes.
Like if it's, because they want a tax incentive, but it's not forever. And you could get all of the other taxes on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
You get, there's going to be hotels, all of that, all those jobs coming to your community. And with those jobs comes, they need a place to live. How many people want to drive 2 hours to go to work? So they're going to be looking for places in those outskirt areas. So you get development. You're going to get more property taxes because they're going to build more housing. They're going to build, you need to build everything to make this work.
100%.
And I mean, if I was the mayor, I'd be saying, okay, you want how much of a tax break? Fine, we'll do this. You want 10 years? We're only going to give you 6 or whatever it takes to make this
To make
deal.
a deal.
But give them something big and just lower the term, or give them something close to exactly what they want for the full term they want, where you're still pulling a little bit. Do a compromise here. But both of them are just like drawing a line and pissing in the wind.
Yeah, but the problem is they're going to get so much more than just football.
That's
you have
it.
all those concerts. You have
the
Final Fours. You
Super
got,
Super Bowl. They'll be in
Super Bowl.
100% in line for the Super Bowl.
You name it, they got it.
And it would be in Arlington Heights. How cool. Yeah, no, I agree. That's why
We can
I'm not
we
ready.
can literally hop on the train and be there in an hour.
I know. That's why I really want it. The convenience.
Well, that would be perfect. I mean, drive over, park.
You just got to get one person to drive to Harvard until they build it all the way to Rockford, and then you're set.
Well, the Harvard line will never come all the way to Rockford.
Oh no, you're right.
So
They're
the
gonna
line
do
for
one.
Rockford is going to go. They're actually talking now. It's Freeport, Rockford. It'll be Belvedere, right by the assembly plant, because the track will go there, and then it will wind up going to Elgin, because that's the line right along 90. They won't cut across to do that.
Got it.
But so you drive to So we drive over to Harvard. We park the car, or we drive over to Woodstock and park the car, or Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake's the better place to park anyway.
What do you have against Harvard?
Well, just the spot in Harvard is just the train schedule in Harvard is so much
It would change.
broad.
It'll change.
It'll change.
100%.
They would have to almost have it go all the way to Harvard, all the way to downtown. Every stop, every time.
Well, that's what I was saying, because a lot of ones skip over, or it doesn't go past Crystal Lake or past a certain point.
Correct. Yes, but if they build that stadium and all
It'll
those attractions,
change.
they would have to.
100%.
There's no way.
So a week ago, we'll end the Bears discussion. A week ago, I said that I'm not convinced that Fields is done. Like, he's still on the team, and here we are. And now the evidence is more compelling than ever that I may be right. We'll see.
Oh, we'll
see what next week brings.
We'll see what next, because the draft is in
April 25th.
April.
And I can't wait. I got VIP tickets for it. I'm going to be sitting in the room with where all the TV cameras are, because we have the number 1 pick. So I'll probably be on TV. I'm in the draft room, in the VIP room for the Bears draft party.
And how did you score that?
10 a.m. when to season ticket holders. As soon as I was like there, and there was like 2 tables left, and I was literally in. It's the second they went on
Did
sale.
you buy the whole table?
Yeah, I bought 4 tickets.
Who are you going with?
Mike Pillar, myself, Kyle, and Paul, the guy that I shared my tickets with. Yeah, we got 4 of us. We're gonna probably stay overnight, and we get to go on the field and kick field goals, do all that stuff that I did last year. But now we're in the actual draft party room where the TV cameras will be and the TVs and all that stuff. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Very pumped. Inside, I think it's called the Cadillac Lounge or whatever, the Cadillac Club. That's where they have it. But
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Pretty pumped.
Very, very cool.
That's it for the Bears for this week. Stay tuned. So far, all we done was sign our boy Sweat.
I haven't been paying much attention, but how are your Sox doing in the spring?
Not well.
They're going to be
because
they're going to be.
And I know, like this is where we always do well.
Dumpster fire.
Like, the Mets are dominating right now, but we always dominate in the spring training, and then we wind up opening day and then fall into last place.
Yeah, we're going to be a dumpster fire this year. Pedro Grifol, I don't think is the answer.
Well, regardless,
I think the Getz is not the answer.
We all have to go to a game. We all have to go to a Sox game this year.
Yeah, for sure. The White Sox, going back to the stadium talk, they also are bidding. So the problem is you can't build 2 stadiums in the city at one time.
But that's why I was saying it'd be a dual-purpose stadium. It's been done in the past.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen. You're not going to. Reinsdorf won't want to share. And their Bears or the city's refusing to give the Bears a privately owned stadium. That's a deal breaker for them. And frankly, it should be a deal breaker for the Bears. That should be everything you need to know. If you're not going to let us own the stadium, the rights to it, and get revenue off everything in there, then
weren't they talking about putting
what
the
are we
Sox
doing
stadium right there in Grant Park?
Not in Grant. Well, that's they call it 78.
Yeah,
that lot that's been vacant for years and never had a project. Yes, but they can't do that if the Bears end up building. You can only have one stadium project at a time. There's some law in Chicago.
Only in Chicago.
Yeah, they have a law.
The Chicago way.
They will not allow for multiple at the same time.
The union guys can't control 2 stadiums at once. It's just how it is.
Have you guys ever been to a Chicago Dogs game?
No.
Right there in Rosemont?
No.
Awesome.
I heard.
Awesome. I've been to one. And it's awesome atmosphere. It's in between, it's literally sandwiched in between like the shopping and the restaurants, 294 and O'Hare.
Interesting.
It's really cool. Really, really cool.
It used to be Schaumburg Flyers, but now it's the Dogs.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I think isn't the coach Bobby Jenks or something like that?
Well, it used to be Schaumburg Flyers. They were in Schaumburg, but now that they're in Rosemont, they're technically Chicago.
Yeah.
But isn't the former White Sox player the coach?
I don't know.
Is it Bobby Jenks or maybe it was Oni Guillen? I don't remember. I forget who.
Hold on.
Google it.
Well, the Kane County Cougars was always a fun time.
Yeah, Kane County Cougars is.
But we got right here in town though. We got the Beloit Sky Carp. I mean, that's Miami.
Butch Hobson.
Right, then this may have been years ago.
I mean, the Sky Carp though, we got, that's our minor league team up here. They're with the Marlins.
It's true.
So Kane County Cougars used to be with the A's.
They're not affiliated with anybody though.
No.
They're just a fun league.
Right.
I mean, they're
what
not
we
fun.
need
It's professional baseball, but it's like an independent league.
Right. It's not a fun league. It's not like when you go to see the Savannah Bananas.
Right.
Which now that's what we should go do.
Dude, those
I
tickets are
wish.
so outrageous.
I know, but it's dinner and a show.
It's crazy.
I wish that they had Savannah Banana type team out here. That Roger Clemens, was it Roger Clemens and somebody else just pitched for him in a game?
Yeah.
I was watching something about that. That's fun. That's entertaining.
So, but it is going to be very entertaining this weekend because it is St. Patrick's Day.
I know. And we've got the coolest thing I saw that's going to be happening this weekend is Patty Fest 2024. at the Embassy Suites by Hilton. It starts at 4 o'clock. It's $10 per person. Kids under 12 are free. They're doing a full corned beef and cabbage buffet of food with that. Irish music, the marching band, pipes band, all that's coming in all day. They're going to have different bands rotating through. It's just a full Irish festival happening at the hotel bar. Starts at 4.
That's Saturday?
That's on Saturday. Now, the parade is from 3 o'clock to 4:30, and the parade starts.
At the Embassy Suites?
No, it starts in front of Ernie's Midtown Pub. So if you want
a spot.
if you want a pregame, Andrew, our buddy over at Ernie's, is doing from 10 to 3 on Saturday. They're open, and they got a party in the parking lot. So everybody's getting set up for Patty's Day. They got food, they've got drinks, they're doing their full brunch. He's got some amazing stuff going on, corned beef and cabbage till they run out. But they're doing a Reuben quesadilla right now. So I mean, they come up with some unique stuff. And then we also got, obviously, every bar in the State Line area is going to do something for St. Patrick's Day, especially St. Patrick's Day being on, which just drives me nuts, but it's on a Sunday, but all the festivities always happen on the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day. If St. Patrick's Day was on a Tuesday, all the festivities on the Saturday before. It's just what it is.
Yep.
I mean, it's like when they would try to move Halloween. I'm from New York.
Selection Sunday.
Darn leap year got Patty's Day.
I know.
Yeah.
Because it would have been actually on Saturday. So in New York City, St. Patrick's Day is St. Patrick's Day. The parade, everything, the festivities. When I was in the Carpenters Union in New York City, we did not work that day. We were at the parade. That's just how it was. But some of the pubs that are actually actively advertising are Tipsy's Tavern on Riverside. They've got some Irish music playing. CJ's Public House down on State Street. They've got a post party going because the parade runs right by their door. Murphy's, obviously. Jack's Pub, 8th Ward. And like I said, Ernie's for the pregame. But every pub in town. Now, that's on Saturday. And if you're not too hungover by 4 p.m. on Sunday, the Ice Hogs are playing the San Jose Barracuda at the BMO.
Barracuda.
San Jose.
So, I mean, they're affiliated with the Sharks. So, I mean, that's like some really good hockey when they play each other.
Did you see who the Blackhawks signed?
No, I did not.
The captain of Notre Dame hockey.
Really?
Really?
He's like, he holds a bunch of Notre Dame hockey records. And they signed him, and he's going to report later this week. I don't know if he's going to start in Indy with the Fuel or if he's going to start here in Rockford.
Isn't it funny, though? I just think it's hilarious that the Chicago Wolves are not affiliated with the Blackhawks, but the Rockford.
But they
Ice
never
Hogs are.
were. They never were.
I know. It's
That's
just
why.
weird. I just find that funny.
No, I think it's awesome that Rockford was.
Oh,
that
yeah,
way.
yeah, of course. But I don't think that the Wolves, why have the Wolves there? Move the Wolves.
Well, the Wolves have always been there. That's
Yeah,
what
but they
it
have
is.
talked about it. When Vegas came about, they were talking about buying the Wolves and moving them.
Right.
But that never happened.
So they're not affiliated with Vegas. So it was just a rumor.
Yeah. Who
Got
are
it.
they affiliated with?
I don't know. I thought it was Vegas, but now
The Wolves
maybe
used
they're
to be
not.
the Wolves used to be affiliated with the Coyotes,
Chicago.
with the Arizona Coyotes, I believe.
By the way, I found the dogs thing is Zambrano. Carlos Zambrano pitched
Oh,
for him.
wow.
And speaking of dogs,
Yes.
like Bitcoin is flying.
Mm-hmm.
Shibu
Shiba
is
Oh,
up.
it is. It is. They are the AHL affiliate for Vegas.
For the
Vegas. I
Vegas
thought
Golden
they were.
Knights now.
And
But
they
they
were-
just didn't move them.
They just didn't
They
move.
just
They
didn't
left
move
them in
them.
Chicago. Which I mean, I still say Allstate Arena, but Rosemont would freak if the Chicago Wolves moved.
Rosemont Horizon.
What was the Rosemont Horizon?
Maybe
a
we
long
should
time
get the
ago.
Rosemont mayor to talk to the Arlington Heights mayor. Maybe he can talk some sense into
Well, I
that
will
guy.
tell you, Donald E. Stevenson, the former mayor of Rosemont. I mean, I've been coming to Illinois since 1991, going to Rosemont, and he was mayor at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Was talking back then, casino, outlet malls, sports teams. Let's build up. Let's build up. Let's build
And
up.
they did, dude. That
And
place
it took them 20 years to do it.
but it's
I
awesome.
lied. I lied to you.
You lied,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's now the Carolina Hurricanes.
which makes
Really?
sense to keep them here because getting down back and
Yep.
forth.
So Vegas, hold on. Vegas is the Henderson Silver Knights.
Oh,
In Nevada.
dude, they
Henderson,
started
Nevada.
a team.
Yeah.
There you go. Very
So
good.
the one advantage Scott Burfoot, I've known him for years. He actually taught my kids how to play hockey. He was the UHL Ice Hogs captain for a long time, was a coach then for a while. Then he
Just got
worked.
inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
ECHL, right?
huh?
ECHL?
No, he was UHL.
Was it UHL?
Yeah. And that's what they were. And I mean, Dr. T was intricate in having that team start here and pushing for the Ice Hogs and doing all that. And when the time came, they negotiated perfectly. And the Blackhawks loved the fact that 90 minutes, that they could have somebody get injured in Chicago, pull a player up, and it was a 90-minute drive. That in the middle of a game, if they needed to bring somebody up, they could get somebody up. And that was one of the things they loved doing. I remember that because my oldest son, Kyle, played hockey with Dylan, and Dylan's dad was the assistant coach for the Ice Hogs and then head coach for a while, Ted Dent.
Mm-hmm.
And just Ted was like, it was just an amazing opportunity. I do know, though, it was wasted on my kid. But that whole time with the remember the Blackhawks just winning year after year after year?
Yeah, in the 2000.
Ted was the coach at the time. My kid was young, and he got invited to go sit in the Blackhawks box. Like the owner of the Blackhawks, like he's in their box. And we said, so how was it? He was like, it was horrible. Couldn't see anything. Had to watch it from had to watch the TVs to see anything because it was so far away.
They're up there. The UC's got some boxes. Well, it depends on which boxes you're in.
Right.
Yeah.
You got the lower level boxes, and you got the upper level.
He
boxes.
was in the upper levels where the executives from Ice Hogs were there and their families and
That's funny.
the trainers' families and that kind of stuff. They were all up in that higher box, and he was just like, it was so far away.
Last sports reference. We need to wrap this up.
No, we don't.
Last sports reference. So, did anybody watch UFC?
No.
This past weekend was UFC 299, which is one of their main cards pay-per-view. I've never seen this before. In fact, after we're done here, I'll play the clip for you.
It's the Iron Chin, right?
The skull, what was his name? The championship bout. Sean Sugar
Jones?
No. My
No,
gosh.
Sugar Jones is a cupcake company here in town.
Sugar Jones. No. Well, anyways, he was fighting and the dude cracked him in the
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
That fight.
And Marlon Vera. And
he kneed him in the face. Ended up that he cracked his skull. And the dude finished.
yeah.
Really?
That was unbelievable. Like I'll play the clip.
That's why
when
it's
we're
the
off.
Iron Chin. The dude took a
I've never seen anybody take it like that. Eat a knee like that. But you should hear the sound. And he's like, I felt something pop. I don't know how he played through that. And that was like round 2. He did 5 rounds. It was crazy. Anyways, but that was a hell of a bout. It was an incredible. He's becoming one of the top UFC guys, like the celebrities now. O'Malley.
multiple hair color.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Dennis Rodman of
Yeah, he is.
the Dennis Rodman of the UFC.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I used to love
I thought I'd
Dennis
throw
And
that
the
in
fact
there.
that the fact that he won though on his, I mean O'Malley, I believe is a very Irish name, isn't it?
Well, you would think, yeah.
And so I mean it's his holiday coming up, so he's gonna go back to probably the motherland and just.
I love. There's
Party
one
it up.
band. Every year, I love this time of St. Patrick's Day, just to hear the. Oh man, what's the name of that band?
Dropkick Murphys, yeah.
Yes, it's time. Like I only like their music this time of year.
Well, I would say if you get an opportunity, look for an old classic band called Black 47. They ran all over New York City. Got to meet the lead singer back in the late 80s, early 90s. And they are an amazing Irish band.
All right.
So Black 47, check them out.
Sounds good.
All right, gents. Well, do all the.
Well, let's end it with this.
Yes.
We'll end with an Irish proverb for St. Patrick's Day. So may the road rise to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the rain fall softly on your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.
See you next week.
This episode.
George did it again.